Good morning, my guys. Today I want to take you through some analysis on gold and different pairs of the market. So, as you can see, I've been on an uptrend with gold. From the top, gold made a head and shoulder pattern. Then it broke the neckline. Then it had a beautiful retest. So, if you're keen enough, you could have gone to your shorter time frame. You can see the retest from the neckline. The first retest was here. You could have taken this move all the way down. We break this previous low. Now gold started making a lower low, lower high. So that was a clear example that gold is now about to has begun to shorten. Now we are going short. So we take our entry from the new lower high created to the new level, which is this point. We created a new lower low. Then a new lower high was created. Then we came all the way to this previous major demand zone. Then what happened from the demand zone? Gold shot up back to this previous supply zone. And you can see what happened when gold reverse back to the previous supply zone. So we have formed something like a, let's see, this is the first top, the second top, this is a double top. And what you know about double tops in the market is always a sign of rejection. And when gold tapped this zone, we saw a drop. So currently gold pulled back to make a new lower high. So our expectations, if you didn't take the trade here, you can see if you go to a lower time frame, you can see what happened around this zone. There was rejection around this zone, then gold pushed down. So at the moment, what you're expecting from gold, gold is pulling back. If you missed this entry yesterday, you can use the Fibonacci to see where gold is about to get rejection along this zone. So we'll mark this zone. This is our zone. That's where we expect the rejection to happen. So I'm aiming for shorts on gold. We have this zone to this point all the way to this previous low. My stops will be slightly above. This one is a trade of 1 to 8 risk to reward. It's a beautiful trade. So if you have money in your broker's account, you can wait for gold to tap this zone. Then we wait for the rejections and an engulfing candle or a double top. Then we shall find our way all the way down to this lower low. It's a 1 to 8 risk to reward, yeah. So I expect shorts on gold. So let's watch out for shorts on gold. Probably it will play out by the end of today or maybe tomorrow, most probably. So this is just a pullback, then we go short on gold. If you missed this entry yesterday, there's another opportunity for you to take an entry. So when you go to silver, we had a beautiful trade yesterday on silver, which has already played out. So silver is back to demand zone. You can check this demand zone. This one is the demand zone. So what you expect from this zone, you expect if silver breaks this low, then we find ourselves this demand zone. But if this demand zone manages to hold, then what we'll see on silver against the dollar come like this, then you pull back, then you come back here. This is what you expect to see on silver. So for now, let's avoid trading on silver. Let's wait for the reaction that is going to happen around this place here. Let's go on Euro USD. Euro USD from the previous last week, we saw a good move on Euro USD. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, Euro USD came all the way and broke this low, then retested it, creating a new lower high with a clean setup of a double top. And you all know a double top or a double bottom is always a good sign that the market is reversing. So you have a double top, then you have an engulfing candle. So those who are keen enough, we had a whole move towards the downside on gold, on Euro USD. On Euro USD, we backed around 200 pips from this point, and now gold Euro USD is presenting another opportunity. As you can see, what's happening, we are back to this order block. Sorry, we are back to this fair value gap, and the market has just tapped the fair value gap and retraced back. So what you are looking to see, it's not the time for entries. We are waiting for a pullback back to this zone. You can see the market is still making lower lows, sorry, higher low, higher high. So we're waiting for the market to go and create an equal low around this point. Then you can now move all the way. So at the moment, we are still in the London session. So if you want to get a sniper entry, wait for a pullback. We have about, let's see how many pips we are going to bag. We'll be risking about 30 pips to make 200 pips. That is 1 to 7 risk to reward. So most probably during the London session, sorry, the New York session, then there's going to be a pullback. Then we are going to go in for shorts on Euro USD. So for now, let's wait for the market to pull back to this zone. Look at this equalize, then retrace all the way down. So we have another clean setup on USD CHF. USD CHF, as you can see, the market came all the way back down to this demand zone. We made a new high, then a higher low, then a higher high. When we come back to this equal lows, so this is a strong demand zone. So what do we expect? We expect to see the market push to create a new higher high. So for this entry, if you miss this entry of this engulfing candle, you can still take an entry on this trade, or you can wait for a slight pullback on a lower time frame. You can go to 15-minute time frame, wait for a slight pullback to this zone, then you can enter for longs. This one is a long-term trade. We have a 1 to 8 risk to reward on USD CHF. USD CHF, we are going long. We are buying USD CHF. You can still enter your trade here. You'll be having a risk of about 34 pips. 34 pips is a 1 to 5. If you take your entry right now, is a 1 to 5 trade. So expect longs. We are going long on USD CHF. So coming down to GBP card, GBP card, GBP card. You can see the market made a lower high here. We broke this zone, then it pulled back to make a lower high, then it created a lower low. So the market has moved out this zone, creating a lower high. So what you expect from GBP card? You expect GBP card to go all the way down to this demand zone. You have about 371 pips to catch. So If you're a fan of GBP card, you can take shots on GBP card right now. We can hold that trade up to tomorrow or maybe next week on Monday. So when you look at US30 is on an uptrend. We have our higher high, our higher low. You can see a beautiful double bottom. Then we pull back to make a new high, then a new low. We have a beautiful double bottom. Then US30 made a new higher high. So what do we expect? We can use our Fibonacci to see where US30 is most likely to create a new higher low. So this is the zone between 0.5 and 0.6. Most likely that's where the market is going to retrace back. So from US30, for now, we stay out of the market. Scalpers can grab this short move to the downside. So that is the move that you expect from US30. Expect a pullback to this zone, the small demand zone, then the market to go and create a new higher high. So for now, we can stay away from the market, or if you're a scalper, you can take this trade on US30 for short-term sales. Because if you go to the lower time frame, you'll find opportunities to trade US30 for shorts. Let's check with analyze gold. GBP USD at the moment. I'm not seeing any position take on GBP USD. I'll only look for opportunities around this demand zone. So for now, we have to wait what's going to happen for GBP USD. Let's wait for a drop to this demand zone, then we can watch what is going to happen around this zone. If we get rejections, we can go long, or if GJ manages to break this zone, then we are going all the way to this demand zone. So GBP CHF on a higher time frame is consolidating around this zone. You can see it's a consolidation, but the long term move on GBP CHF, you can see we have a beautiful double top. The market pulled down, then retested the neckline. So what you expect around this zone for long-term trade, for swing traders, this is a good opportunity to take GBP CHF for the long term. Your stocks should be slightly above this point. We are targeting these lows. We are targeting these lows about 500 pips. The one. Sorry, if you manage to break this zone, you are targeting this low, these lows, 1,000 pips on the long term. But for the day traders, this is what you are going to do. You can see when GBP CHF is on a downtrend, then we have like this demand zone. The market did not manage to break, and yesterday we formed a beautiful double bottom. And now we took our long. We are going to exit around this zone. Then let's wait for how the market will react around this zone. If it will break this zone, then we'll proceed with buying. But if it holds, the market will still come back down to break this demand zone. So for GBP CHF, for now, let's be patient. No trades on GBP CHF for day traders. US oil yesterday, US oil gave us a beautiful opportunity to take shots. You can see the market has been on a downtrend, created a lower low, then it pulled a lower high, then you have our new lower low, then a lower high, then you have a new lower low, then a lower high. This is where we took our entries. We expect to target these lows in the long term. You can see the market is moving in our direction. It's a beautiful move. We expect to catch about 239 pips. It's a 1 to 8 risk to reward. This is a beautiful entry. So if you miss this entry, you can wait for the market to break these lows, then a pullback, then you can grab this move all the way down. So when you look at the dollar index, it's the same thing with Euro USD, the opposite of Euro USD. You can see the dollar index has came back to this demand zone and it's pushing back up. But if you look at the daily time frame, we still expect the market to make expect to see an engulfing candle so as to confirm our move to the top. So for now, let's wait for the pullback on the dollar index around this zone. Then we can now take our entries all the way up. So let's go to Euro AUD is the same thing. Euro AUD has been on a short-term pullback. It was a pullback. You can see what the market did. The market had a higher low, lower high, sorry. When we came back to create a new lower low, the market went back to this fair value gap to create a new lower high. So what is our expectation? We expect this market to form a double top around this zone to give us an opportunity to enter for shorts. So for now, if you're trading Euro AUD, you can take your trade right now or you can wait the market to pull back, then get in for a sniper entry. You have about 300 pips down to catch. So happens the same with GBP AUD. They move in the same direction. GBP AUD, you can see already it has made its double top. On the lower time frame, you can see GBP creating a double top. This is the demand zone. So let's wait for the closure of this candle. The closure of that candle, then you can take our shorts all the way. We have our stops slightly above there. We have about 273 pips to cap with a 1 to 6 risk to reward. So coming on Nasdaq on a 4-hour time frame. Nasdaq created a new lower higher low, then a higher high, then it came back to create a new higher low. So according to this move, Nasdaq is not going to create a new higher high, but from the direction of the market, you can see Nasdaq created something like a double top. So for now, Nasdaq is going shorts. We're expecting shorts on Nasdaq to this demand zone. Then if we have a new low, then we will buy, we'll comfortably buy. But for now, if you expect to see shorts on Nasdaq, you can see this pullback, then a beautiful engulfing candle. So it's a good moment to take shorts on Nasdaq back to this demand zone. It's a 1 to 1.8, around 1 to 2 risk to reward. So guys, if you're watching this YouTube live, you can consider the trades that I've given you. Make sure you manage your risk properly and take your profits as soon as possible when you see any form of rejection. Have a good day, guys.